Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. In the year 1848, the Industrial Revolution is just starting to impact the world. Among these new fantastic innovations came the rise of snake oil salesmen promising to cure everything from cholera to baldness. For the immortals of the night, this means nothing until one such tonic begins poisoning them. Now antidotes and alliances are being sought out. One such alliance consists of Lord William Pelham, an Astamite played by Adam, Augustus Rogers, a gangrel played by Andrew, Herschel Buckman, a Tremere played by Chris, Amir, a Setite played by Slavic, and Joaquin is the storyteller. Diluted is a Vampire the Masquerade story that takes place in the Victorian Age vampire setting. If you wish to contact us, you can reach us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
Last time we left off, I believe the group had just done some information and did some business deals with some guys just to try to really focus in on where the Connell brothers' estate might be.
We're standing outside right now, right?
I think, yeah, you had just finished it and then you were just leaving or something like that.
I kind of look at the group, as because it's colder outside, right? It was snowing. There was a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Like raising my collar and walking with my cane in my hand. And I kind of look at you guys and say, so what's next?
Pelham will take a look at the skies, ponder for a moment. What does our Tremere say of the weather? Is it a fair omen or a foul omen?
I'll look up at the sky and put both my hands on my cane, the head of my cane, and look up as the snowflakes fall down, smiling. And I'll look back and I'm like, it is a good omen because the fire of our passion and our drive will warm us. While others slumber, as is natural to do in such weather, we will burn like a ravaging forest fire to find the cure to what ails me. And I kind of grip the head of my cane a little more tighter than probably normal and force a smile.
I will say this. Whenever we discover the location in which they conduct their business, I would like to scout it out a bit.
Yes, I think that would probably be the smartest choice if that's what we decide. How far, storyteller, till we get here?
It's about, from the conversation is about 25 miles. So on horseback, it would probably be like about an hour-ish.
And what time is it right now during the day?
During the
night. No, we're burning. I didn't mean literally when I said that analogy, all right?
I think I said it was like around midnight-ish. Maybe, no, it was a bit earlier. It was like 9.
So
I'd say 9.
Yeah, and it's going to be dark for a while because it's winter. I look at Pelham, Lord Pelham, and I say, do you think we should go now? I'm kind of acting a little overeager.
Yes, let's take advantage of the weather. Hopefully it'll prevent any interference.
A nod in agreement.
Yeah, I do too. What about you, good? I mean, do you feel like do you agree?
Yes, my friend, I suppose so.
All right. Do we have a cab? We took a cab here, right?
Yes. Did you? Dang, this is what I get for not looking.
No, don't worry. If we did it, we could wave down a cab. Or should we
It
go?
wasn't very far from the station, was it?
No, I think you were in the city, so your hotel was not far from the station. Then you went further into the city to get to this pub area. Then now you're leaving the pub area, so now you're in the city.
Okay, and you said it would take like an hour by horseback, right?
Yeah.
So I think we should get a cab.
We could probably find like someone to take us out there, or to like a carriage, hire a carriage, or we could just like rent horses or something.
What do you think would be the best way forward? I'd say let's just get a carriage for now. Take better time than having to find a horse to ride.
Okay, in character. I think horses would be better. The less people we bring along with us, the better. We don't need a driver sticking his nose in our business.
Gentlemen, are you able to ride?
I've ridden camels before, but never had the pleasure of riding a horse.
I haven't either, unfortunately. I've spent all my time studying the unknown rather than the easily knowns, I suppose.
Just don't spook it and you'll be fine.
And I kind of just smile, like coyly thinking, I feel like I'm going to spook anyone who's around me. Is there anywhere around where we can rent horses? And I suppose we could ride along. Amir and I could ride on back with Pelham and Mr. Rogers.
Yes, there is a
I mean,
place.
I still have ride, so
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll ride along. I'll ride with my buddy Amir, and he can corrupt my soul even more. So there you go.
Yeah, would we have to roll streetwise or something to try and find a
I'd say yeah.
reasonable amount of time?
Yeah, give me a intelligence streetwise, just to figure out the best place
Difficulty?
to find them. Difficulty 6.
Let me see if I even have streetwise.
So Amr doing that? You looking for a place?
yeah, sure.
I don't have streetwise.
Yeah, I think honestly only Herschel
I have two
doesn't know how to ride a
successes.
horse. How many?
2.
Yeah, you find a couple and you've managed to locate a nicely, it's good for good business.
My friends, there are some horses in the. I don't know, where do you land horses? What's that called? And I guess it's a stable, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, stable.
It's directly there, I guess. Yeah.
Now, before we continue, gentlemen, if we want to cover our tracks, I can make it so to where we're not remembered renting these horses from this individual if you think we should take it to that extent.
Can you know?
Oh, yes, of course I can. Have you any doubt of my powers? Have I not given you any reason to believe that I'm a man who's able to do a lot? You doubt me, Mr. Rogers. I'm sincerely surprised that you do.
I'll have a kind of bemused look on my face as you're saying all this, and then when you're done, just kind of reply with I just didn't know that was the thing.
Oh, I will show you how much of a thing it is, good sir.
Pelham gives a little smile. Be my guest.
Indeed. Then I shall take the lead, I suppose. And I puff my chest out and put my cane under my arm, and I walk forward.
Anything to feed that ego.
Yeah, I'm going to head towards the stable looking for someone who runs the stable.
As you approach there, you see a man. Putting some blankets on the horses, and he says, "How can I help you, sir?"
Yes, you can. Me and my companions here are looking for 3 of your finest horses.
3, okay. How long are you planning to rent them?
As long as we need them, I would say probably an evening or 2.
All right. So, will you be traveling far with them, or is it purely local?
I look at him and I'm like, "Good sir." I tap my cane twice on the wood. I'll be traveling as far as I need them, and I'm going to activate Dominate to mesmerize, and I'm going to see. Hope I don't botch. But basically, I'm going to basically tell them hey, you want to give these perfect strangers who you're having a hard time. Remember, these horses because we're such nice people, and you know what I mean. You really won't be at a loss if they were end up missing for a little while, and if ever. And you seem to have a hard time recalling quite who you gave them to.
All right. So you're doing that. So what's the roll for that?
That's manipulation and leadership. Difficulty that targets permanent willpower.
Yeah, difficulty 6.
Yeah, I got 2 successes. Basically says if the vampire scores 1 or 2 successes, the subject cannot be forced to do anything that seems strange to her. She might walk outside, but is unlikely to act like a chicken. You know what I mean?
All right. So for 2 of this request, that's okay, sir. If coins, yes. Okay.
We will have them back, but I appreciate your hospitality, good sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. He. It's sort of the guy just 3 horses and pick which 3 you prefer, sir.
I was
kinda
going to
look at-
say, if I could, just supplement whatever he's doing, with here's a coin purse,
Okay, when you do that, it's okay. You see, he's still the stable hand still looks unsure, but he's going along with what you do.
I'll look at Rogers and I'll be like, "Your money would not be needed. This is simply my gift to you, Mr. Rogers. Take your money. We may need it later."
I have plenty.
Mr. Rogers, sometimes.
Let this poor man earn his wares. I'm going to take a look at the horses. Pick out the best ones. The ones
All
I think.
right, give me would that be wits and animal ken?
Sure, I can do that. Or perception?
Yeah, perception. Yeah.
Because I got more dots in perception. What's the difficulty?
Okay, for this, it's difficulty 5. You know your way around horses.
That's 6 successes.
You pick the best ones, and you actually start considering, I don't know. You can tell like the whole history of this. Like, this one, had scratched the legs 2 weeks ago, and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm not going to try and play it or anything. I'll just immediately pick out the 3 best ones and okay, look over each horse and check them out and go, okay, this one, and this one can make a hard ride for a couple hours, no problem.
So you do that, and you have 3 horses.
I'm going to get on the back of the one with Amir and wait for the other 2 people to take the lead as I silently follow behind.
Pelham will hop on the horse.
So do you all just immediately head out towards the estate, or what do you do?
My guy wants to immediately head out, and he's kind of giving body language and trying to be like, let's go, because he's, for obvious reasons, all worked up about this,
We're on.
All right, so give me perception and alertness checks. 7.
Perception. How does my guy have no alertness? Jesus. Because he's a nerd. All right,
because
I got 0.
He's used to people paying. He wants people to pay attention to them, so he doesn't really care about.
Right? He doesn't care about other people.
I have 2 successes.
0. I got 0 successes.
So Rogers has 2 successes. How about you, Pelham?
Pelham has 2 successes.
Okay, so both of you notice that there was a man who was like a large bird on his shoulder. You see him sort of lean into it and fiddle with it, and then you see him sort of goes like this, and the bird flies off into the distance in the direction you're going. It just quickly fades out of sight in the dark night.
The man does?
No, the bird.
Where does the man go?
He turns around and walks away.
Was he looking at us before?
Yes.
Okay, I will, as we're riding, say to the others, "Do you see that man with the bird?"
No, my friend, not at all.
His behavior was like one of our own. He seemed to compel this bird to send a message.
Suppose we should be on our guard then.
Would you like to continue, or should we track down this man?
I say, I get really sinister behind Amir. My grip tightens around his waist. I say we hunt him down. We find him, and we find out why he was spying on us. I'm going to let the beast come out a little bit, you know what I mean? Behind my throat, have a guttural sound while I say it, which is kind of abnormal from his normal tone of talking.
I don't know. I just can't imagine that sounding intimidating.
It doesn't. It doesn't. It's
not coming.
No,
from
I don't mean it. Yeah. I don't mean it to be intimidating. He's trying to I'm not saying he's intimidating. I'm just saying his anger. You know what I mean? And the megalomania and the shit just came out. It's breaking his facade for a little bit there.
All right. So you want to turn back around and track down the guy, or do you keep going?
I'm waiting for even though in my anger, I'm waiting for what I consider the 2 alphas of our group to make the decision. All
right. So Mr. Rogers and Pelham, what do you decide to do?
Well, we've been spotted either way.
True, it won't stop anything now. I suggest that we continue on and just be extra cautious. Whatever damage you may have done is done.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm gonna out of character. I'm gonna put on heightened senses, and just put sense of smell and hearing and sight, just to come while we're walking. Because now I'm pretty hyper vigilant that someone may be following us or something to that extent.
Let's ride in somewhat closer formation.
Agreed.
You ride to the snowy countryside, and
Gentlemen, be aware of hand signals, and that will activate silence of death.
What is that?
So
we make no sound. Period.
So yeah, now you're silently riding through the countryside, and you lose 1 blood pool point, Pelham.
Yep.
Well, I guess it's a good thing Herschel turned on scent as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, now you're quietly going through the countryside, just snow all around you, and notice a few travelers on the way around the outskirts of the city. But after 20 minutes, just fades off. There's no one left on the road right now. And about 30 minutes into the journey, distantly you hear the howling of several wolves.
Oh shit! How with my heightened senses can I tell how far they are from us, or?
With that, I'd say about half a mile.
I kind of just wave my hands in front of Amir's face, and I'm making trying to.
What is it? Oh yeah, we can't hear each other.
Can we?
So he'll just open his mouth and just
And I just kind of motion for you to move next to Pelham.
So I I guess what do you do to a horse? Kick it or
You kind of
something?
kick it on the side, and guide it, with your heels.
And catch up with Lord Pelham.
I motion to Pelham,
He'll look over.
and I point in the direction, and I over accentuate with my words. I say, "Wolves, half a mile."
Pelham will nod, and he'll activate heightened senses hearing, smell, and sight.
And I just go back to, and I pat Amir on the back just to signal that I'm done. You know what I mean? And gently
So
caress him
slow
again.
down again.
Pelham will hold his hand up, actually, and he'll drop the silence. About how far do you think we are from our destination?
Would that take like a roll, or is that something we just can guess at? Or
I'd say you can just guess, just because you know roughly about how long horse travel takes.
I've got
so
3 dice in survival.
That too. So you could just I don't have to make a roll for this. You could just guess, but you're about halfway there. So it's about 10 miles ish.
Okay, so we've been going for half an hour at least.
Yes.
Okay, and I'll reiterate that probably half a mile, or we got half an hour, maybe halfway there, 10 miles or so.
I will silence
nod
us
my head.
again, but as we move, let us all keep our ears out.
Are you frightened of wolves?
No, but if there's someone that can speak to birds, who says they cannot speak to wolves?
Well, I haven't heard tale of any wolves in these parts in many years, so if there are any, more likely they are not usual wolves. They could be the
Dogs?
pets of kindreds.
True.
That's somewhat disconcerting.
Very much so. Is there any way, Mr. Rogers, that you can communicate to those animals? I kind of just mockingly roll my eyes a little bit in the back of my head when I turn.
Potentially, yes. If they are indeed controlled by a kindred, it would be very difficult to overcome the bloodbound. I'm sure you're very familiar with that.
Of course. I just turn and look off in the distance behind Amir, try to use him to block Rogers from my line of sight so I don't look too embarrassed.
That said, I am very confident in my ability to control dogs.
Then onward, I suppose, as Lord Pelham has said.
All right. So you hear the wolves you hear the wolves in the distance, and you pass them by. They don't come any closer. You just sort of hear them off the distance, and you just leave them behind. And so you continue on, and finally, after about another half hour of riding, then you finally arrive on this this location. So you see, on the left and to the west, you see a rocky coast, just waves coming in. It's not like a sandy beach. It's more like crags and rocks and waves just beating against them. And you see about several hundred yards away from them, you see a large manor almost, just by itself, and a small boathouse on the water. You're about, I'd say, 1,000 yards away. You can it's within you can see it, but you're still a good distance away from it.
Are there any sequels or anything like that?
No.
No birds.
No, you don't notice any birds at this moment.
Are there any trees around here? Or is it mostly
yes, there is.
bare?
There's. It's almost like a small valley. Almost there's the coast. There's the manor with a small valley, and almost there's a little bit of a rim around it. And on toward where you are, there's a forest, small patch of trees right up there. And you can look down into it, and just a small incline, and see the manor down there. And on the other side, you see there's another patch of trees.
Is there, with my heightened senses, can I see any light coming from within the window or anything like that?
Yes,
this
you do.
manor
You notice
from
that there's a couple lights in the upper floors of the manor, and if you, with your heightened senses, you notice that seems to be steam or slight traces of it coming from the
Steam
lower
or slight
parts.
traces? Okay. And what about, I take it there's smoke from a chimney or something like that too going on, or?
No, you don't notice any smoke.
Huh, so I just see it's lit, but there's no fireplace or anything like that that's lit, right?
Correct.
There's just light. Okay. And I kind of mentioned that to the players, which to me, or to the characters, which to me worries me a little bit, because if there's not a fireplace lit, that potentially mean that whatever's in there isn't too worried about warmth. You know what I mean? and if there's a snowstorm going on and we saw someone communicating with birds, you know, I just kind of like, yeah, my character's a little nervous at this moment. Like when he sees that, when he notices that. Do I see any figures outside, or can I make out any figures, like any silhouettes, like people outside?
Yeah, you do notice couple silhouettes, but you can't make out any details at this distance.
They're just outside in the front, pretty much.
Yeah, you can sort of see like there's like a bit of some light behind them, so you can just see their outline, but like no details.
I mentioned that to
they're
also
holding,
to the character.
You notice they're holding something.
I mentioned that to the characters, like I see that, and I take it even with heightened senses, hearing anything that far away is pretty unrealistic, right? I would say, you know.
You have to get closer, notice details.
Yeah. So I mentioned everything that I witnessed to like rest of the characters, and I'm kind of just sitting back looking at the people who seem to be better at sneaking around than I.
So, Amr?
Yep. Pop off your skate. Do this shit.
I want to make sure we all come to like a stop and get the horses like away where they can't be seen from, you know, this area, and kind of like approach quietly on foot so that we can all like, you know, look and watch.
So yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So do you say you like put your horses like near the trees, or like would you say like?
Yeah, like where they have some cover and they won't be easily spotted in the twilight and everything. And then, you know, Amr is apparently going to be sneaking up and seeing if he can like get a closer look. So that way we can kind of get somewhere, maybe lay on like on the ground so we're like less exposure of ourselves and everything, so that way we can kind of watch from a distance.
All right.
So are we waiting for when Amir comes back? Like we're basically letting him go forward and we're waiting for him to come back with this report? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know. Is that what you're doing?
I
think
mean,
so.
The racist part of Augie coming out saying, "Oh, we should send Amr in because you know he's clearly the best one at stealthing around." You know.
Yeah.
All right.
I said we wait.
Feel free to counter that.
Amir's down. He's like, I want to go do this.
All right. So you're going in, Amr?
Yeah.
So
Taking careful steps in the snow, trying to cover my tracks.
All right. So if you just like walks normally, you will leave tracks. Then you'll have to take a penalty. But you want to take it slower and like hide your tracks behind.
That's what I meant. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Taking the long way if it's necessary.
Yeah, that would be. Give me a dexterity and stealth difficulty 6.
While
3
he's
successes.
I have a question while he's doing that.
Okay, what?
Would it be possible for me to, in this like little cusp of trees, find some kind of like bird or something?
Yeah, I'd say you. There's like a old crow in the thing.
Because while he is sneaking down there, what I want to do is I want to call one of this bird to me and use subsume the spirit to possess it.
All right.
And go with him in the body of a bird. Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah.
If it's just kind of hanging out in a tree, can you just feral whispers just to get it to command it come to like my arm and sit on me? And then you subsume the spirit. So that would be manipulation animal kin for feral whispers, just talking to it like, please, go.
All right. Difficulty 7.
7? I failed. Okay, so I don't get the bird.
No.
Okay, I guess you're on your own then.
So, Amr, as you approach slowly, you notice that you get a much better image of the men standing outside. You notice there are 2 men standing near a door, and you see that both of them are armed with rifles, and they have bayonets on top.
Oh, bayonets. Do they have uniforms or something, or
no?
Are they just in coats?
They're just wrapped up against the cold with like. You can't really make out any facial features because they're like wearing scarves wrapped around their faces, but you can see that they're clearly breathing. And as you approach closer, you notice like one of them does like sort of glance in your direction, but he like looks away.
Close. Okay. So where am I standing in relation to the, I guess, mansion?
Do you want to get right up close to it, or do you want to hang back a little bit from it?
I guess I want to walk around it, see what's where.
All right, so I'd say you're about 25 yards around it. So you're pretty close, but like there's still some distance between you. And as you walk around, you see like notice that there's a door around the back. There's a door to a basement area. Like a big. It heads down and opens upwards at an angle. And notices you see more clearly there's the steam and light coming in through some of the cracks.
Okay. So can I could I get closer and peek into a window or something?
Yeah, give me another dexterity and stealth roll.
Okay. Same difficulty or?
Yeah.
Okay. I botched.
Better not botch, man. Are you serious, dude? Oh my god!
So difficult, though. So difficult.
Oh, Slavic. Slavic. God, you had one job, dude. One job. Be the sneaky guy.
I failed. Powers disrupted. I'm visible again.
Okay, as you do that, I'll just say you trip and you knock over you trip and break something. There's there's a pan frozen into the snow, and you kick it, and it just clatters all around. You just hear voices go, "What? What was that?" What do you do?
Start cursing in Arabic. Yeah.
So do you want to? So.
Or did they not notice me? Did they just?
No, they notice you. You see you see someone go to the window, open it. They look right at you.
Yeah, I'll just be speaking Arabic, just random shit, curse words and stuff like that. These people don't understand me properly anyway, so just trying to see trying to look like my legs hurting and that I'm in pain or something.
Oh, so you're trying to play up the Lost in the Storm type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so someone opens the window and you see a rifle pointed at you. You just hear yelling.
I just put my hands up, just try to look as non-threatening as possible.
You understand what they're saying. You hear them they're speaking what you understand now is Gaelic. You're just yelling. What do you want to do?
I'll just do hand signs like me riding on a horse, storm, and stuff like that, and cold, and really, really cold. And by the way, I probably pop some blood to, have steam appear from my mouth.
Oh, yeah, so we already have that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The rest of the other you three, give me a perception alertness to notice if Amber's the jig is up.
All right. Do I get any kind of bonus because I'm using heightened senses? Or?
Yes. For you, give me a difficulty. If you have heightened senses, give me a difficulty 5.
All right.
If you don't have it, then give me a difficulty 7.
0 successes for me.
3 successes for Pelham.
Okay, you notice everything. You can clearly say that. Yep, they noticed him. And you can see notice there's movement, and you see shadows passing through some of the upper windows.
Does Pelham say anything to us?
Yeah, you hear a sharp intake of breath.
Which is unusual, considering.
Yeah.
They know we're here.
I look at him, and I kind of look at the two people that I saw in front of us. Are they still, the silhouette still in front of the house, or are they?
They're making their way around. You can see them moving.
Then shall we go forward? And I kind of just look all eager.
We need to make sure Amber's okay.
I start rushing forward I drop my cane. I just start rushing forward.
Okay. with Herschel running in, taking the lead, I'm just gonna kind of
I don't mean running in. I just mean he's walking. He's walking Herschel's walking he dropped his cane and he's walking with a what do they call that? Speed
Swagger?
walking. Yeah. He's walking because he knows that he doesn't know.
Taking advantage of the distraction.
Yeah, and he believes that within this place or whatever is the answer is what he's looking for. And now he sees two people with guns back towards him. So now that whole machismo shit that he's been building up in him right now, he feels in his head, he wants to walk behind these two and just kill them. You know what I mean? And go forward, So he's.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but he's not running. He's just walking with a swift, brisk, fate is taking him where he needs to go kind of thing.
So how about Pelham and Rogers? What are you doing?
Pelham will move forward as well, not as recklessly as Herschel is.
Yeah, kind of same thing. I feel like whatever distraction that Amr is causing down there, rushing right into this situation could, escalate things. So I'm going to stay a little bit back from the other two.
So there's a Herschel in the lead, then Pelham, then you.
Yeah, mostly just so I could observe before jumping into a situation.
All right. So Amr, basically, you hear them yelling, and you see several more guys with rifles and some bayonets and whatnot, just like surround you, like they're just yelling at you. And then finally, one of them switches. Do you speak English? Do you speak English?
Storm, cold, storm. It's, keep shouting that. Help! Sorry.
What? Then you hear some of them like glance at each other, like, I don't know. Ewan, we got a trespasser. And you see one of them. You see one of man like sort of like make his way through the crowd and sort of like send you like, what's going on? And you recognize him, Amr, from the painting. I know you went there. Never mind. So you just see a man like stem towards you, like saying, "What's going on?"
I just keep repeating those words: storm, help, cold, and try to shiver.
All right. I feel like give me a will that be manipulation
Subterfuge?
and empathy?
I think be subterfuge since I'm trying to lie. Empathy is when I'm.
Are you also wanting to actually shiver? Because you can use blood to make yourself like. What's that ability?
Yeah,
He already said he did.
I'm doing well, Kristen. We're just including that in the every day when you wake up.
So manipulation, subterfuge.
Yeah, difficulty 7.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a willpower on this one because
all right.
I don't trust myself right now.
Yeah, that's a good decision. That's probably a good decision.
Yeah, and it gets me one success.
Okay. Didn't have to make me think. Okay, with one success, they clearly still look suspicious of you, but they're willing. They're like, get them inside. We'll find out more when we're all out of the cold.
Do I hear any of this conversation? I know I probably don't, but I'm just thought I would ask. Walking with the heightened senses on, do I hear any of this conversation or no?
I feel like it. Give me a perception alertness. Difficulty,
right, and difficulty
6.
All right, let's do this. All right, one success.
Okay, with one success, you hear sort of snippets like you do hear like take them inside, and you hear Amr. You do notice like that there doesn't seem to be like they're not shouting kill him.
I kind of stop like with the brisk walk, and I turn, and I look at Pelham and Rogers, and I kind of motion for them to come forward.
I mean, we already are. We're trying to get to the front door before they come back, right?
Well, but I'm stopping what I'm doing. I'm like stopping walking. I'm turning towards you guys. Like I want to say something to you guys, I'll wait for you guys to get to me.
Pelham never stopped.
Okay. I thought
we
you guys
catch up to you and we keep going.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying,
stop.
like, hold on a second. Yeah, and I kind of say, hold on a second. I put my hands out, and I'm like, I overheard Amir talking to him in the back, and they're not threatening him. I think this is a situation that we can exploit. Please just let me do the talking, and maybe we can get in there without having to use force, and even find out more. These fools that let our good friend take advantage of them, and I think we can continue that.
Again, I'm continuing moving forward. So if you're like, stop, so hold on, kind of grab you by the arm and like, come on, let's get up there. And you can explain on the way. But I'm like trying to force you to go.
Yeah.
Like, we need to take advantage of this distraction while we can before those two guys come to the front. And I'd like to spend a point of blood on strength.
All right.
Okay.
That lasts for the scene, right? Doing all that, the blood buff?
Yeah.
And I'm like saying while we're walking, I'm pretty much like, listen, okay, if we get in there, that's fine. But if they do happen to confront us, let me do the talking, okay? We can exploit what just happened. Trust me, I am good at this. And I'm just kind of like looking like sternly and serious, probably more so than I have before while talking to you. Like his aloofness is kind of compartmentalized right now. So, but yeah, we can keep going forward towards the door, see what happens.
Yeah, I'm bracing for a fight. So just in case your talking doesn't work,
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah. So I'm going to go towards the door, or if we can make it to the door before people return or whatever, see if it's unlocked or whatever.
All right, so you make it to the door and there's no one there yet. You still hear them like there's commotion going on the other side of the house.
I kind of like check the knob real quick, just gently to see if it's unlocked.
It is.
And I kind of like just look at the two that are with me, and I just kind of like do a snatch jump in there, guns a-blazing. And so I knock on the door lightly, and I kind of like open a little bit, and I'm like, "Excuse me, hello."
There's no one there.
And as I like poke my head in, and I kind of just walk in slowly. I'm not trying to be like super stealthy, you know what I mean? I'm like, "Hello, is anyone here?" I'm kind of just like going and
Let's
see what's ahead.
just go ahead and pretend like we own the place. And I walk right on in.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So all three of you are in right now.
Yeah, Pelham will walk in as
Yeah.
well.
So in front of you, you see like there's two staircases like side to side, and they both lead up. And you see like there's like a corridor of rooms. You know, like it's up there, adjoin rooms, and off in the corners. And then on either side, on the right, you see there's a kitchen, and on the left, you see there's a dining room.
Is that all that we
Can
see?
I hear-
Is there like a foyer or a living area?
You're in the
Anything like that?
foyer.
Okay. Is there a? That's all we see right now. Like if we continue forward, is there anything?
Yeah, there is like you see that there's like a corridor in front of you below the stairs, and then there's like two branching that goes off in different directions.
So that probably goes out to the back.
I'm not saying.
I'm gonna listen for Amir's voice or their voices that I heard and see if I hear anything indoors, like what direction it's coming from.
Okay, give me a perception alertness difficulty 7.
Do I get any kind of bonus for using heightened senses?
Actually, yeah, with the heightened senses, give me a difficulty 6.
All right.
I want to turn to Lord Pelham. Remember, you're a lord. We're trying to escape the weather. That was your servant. Seeing if he's following where I'm going with this.
Pelham will nod.
I got 1 success.
Okay, with 1 success, you do notice that they seem to be almost like to your behind, in front of you and to your right, like behind the staircase, on the ground floor.
I kind of motion that I'm hearing the voices from over there, and I continue walking slowly, not trying to, you know what I mean, like come off as a threat and walk towards that direction.
So do you go straight to the corridors, or do you want to go up the stairs? Which way are you going?
I'm going towards wherever the sound is. So if it's like straight in the corridors
Okay, so
and to the right.
you go straight, and then you take a right. You see like a corridor, then it's another left.
Wait.
And I turn around and look.
Let us act the part of lost lords. Armorer's slave.
Oh, indeed. That's what I was going to go for. Indeed. I'll show you some more of my skills. And I smile all coyly at Rogers as I turn around and walk down the hall. I guess towards wherever the voice is. If it's towards down that hall to the left, then I'm going to go that way.
Okay, so as you turn the corner, you see like a bunch of men like with the backs to you, just looking out through windows.
And how many are there?
I'd say there's 2 men standing out there looking through a window.
All right, so I am going to turn on all my social engineering charm that Herschel has relied on to get everything in life. And I'm going to turn on my brightest smile and just kind of like, gentlemen, and I say all charming. If you need me to roll or we can role play this, either way, I don't mind. But I say it in my most warm voice that I have.
They as soon as they both turn around, like what?
Oh, I'm sorry to startle you. I apologize. No one was at the door, and me and my companions have been seeking shelter and from the weather. Embarrassingly enough, one of our servants have gone missing, and we think that he may be here. We're hoping that maybe you came across him.
You see them like sort of confer with 2 and like consult with that.
And here's my tactic right here that I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like send wave after wave of information towards them to process, so they never like can settle and start. You know what I mean? Thinking. You know what I mean? Just kind of be like bombard them with more talking information, so they're kind of still kind of caught off guard. I'm just like, yeah, he's kind of a rascally fella. He's from the Nile area. He has many wonders at him. I kind of walk closer, and I'm just like, worth a lot of money though, as I'm sure. Well, you're well aware, and I'd hate for him to meet his death out here because of the elements. And I just kind of keep walking forward as I'm talking to them. Any help would be much.
2 men, one on the right, basically holds hands. Like, what you doing here?
I can't. No, we came here because we're trying to escape the elements. one of our horses on our carriage broke its leg, and we sent our slave to go find help, and we've been waiting and we haven't found him. We know he went in this direction. We're hoping that maybe he sought shelter with you. And I keep walking closer as I'm trying to get eye contact with him.
You servant here?
Yeah, he's missing. He's like, I really think you should go look for him. And I kind of use dominate level 2 as I say that as I'm looking at him.
All right. So that's dominate. That's
manipulation, leadership, permanent willpower.
Difficulty 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
So yeah, with that success, the man goes like, "I will get him," and then he just sort of like grabs his friend and just like, "We go find him," and they just walk off.
And I kind of turn around and I didn't want the other one to go, but oh well, you know what I mean? Beggars can't be choosers. And I kind of turn around and smile, looking to see if Rogers and Pelham are behind me. Lord Pelham, excuse me. And I kind of look at them.
Pelham is standing there.
Shall we?
With a
I kind of like
look on his face.
And I smile and I kind of wink and I turn around and I continue walking forward towards the sound of.
Wait, let's allow them to bring him in. And now that you got rid of those two, let's discuss this really quickly. Allow them to bring him in. And let's get as much information as we can from them. Just keep spinning that story about us looking for a servant in the carriage. I can probably lead a few of them away to our horses. Demand that they stable them for the night.
Oh, that is a good idea.
The Lord here will have quite a bit of power, and we have money, so we can definitely persuade them to allow us to stay and just figure the situation out a little bit more.
Yes,
and
I like
could potentially get rid of a few of them by taking them to get our horses.
Rogers, you never cease to impress me. That's a wonderful idea. And I think while we are within, if we can earn their trust, maybe we can find out more information here. So I say, if you find any way to exploit any of our talents, see what we can find out while here, please do.
Let's make ourselves at home while they retrieve our servant. I kind of give a coy smile, and perhaps there's a liquor cabinet. We can offer them a drink from their own stores to put them off guard.
All right.
Indeed.
So as you do all that, Amber, you just sort of like being escorted inside, and you see two men come from out inside the house. They sort of, you see them sort of like just talk amongst each other for a second, quickly in Gaelic, and then you see the man in charge. He called you and just goes, "Your masters are here?"
Yes. Smile.
Huh. Then they all go inside, and you meet up in like the small room, bit cramped actually because of all the men. And so as they turn the corner, you, Rogers and Herschel, as soon as you recognize the man as being from the painting you saw in the house.
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The missions seem simple enough, don't they always? Simple sweep and flush out operation. We loaded them up in a hazmat tanker in Montreal and shipped them to a downtown warehouse in the Valley of the Sun. They would have been in and out in a few nights. Well, we wouldn't be telling the story if it all went as planned, would we?
I go ahead and I pop Wyatt in.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna run at him and do a sweet spin kick and knock his head off.
We're waiting to see whether or not the abomination kills us.
Shufflehead Chronicles is available on the Critical Hints feed. Search for Critical Hints in iTunes, Google Play, or any other podcatcher.
I don't think this is how. No.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is constantly growing and changing. The Central District is full of new buildings. The Hollywood and Wilshire districts, once far from downtown, now are part of a which spreads past Beverly Hills and out to the ocean. But why is all this going on in Los Angeles? Why is Los Angeles an exploding city?
Neon Masquerade.
The Demon's Mirror.
13 Candles.
3 chronicles running through the undead veins of the City of Angels.
The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers Actual Play podcast invites you to drink deeply.
Go to eorpodcast.com and search the Duets tag to find out more.
Hi guys, I wanted to let you know about my YouTube channel, the video journals of Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey is a character I play in a live-action vampire game called New England Nightmares, which uses the new By Night Studio rules for Mind's Eye Theatre. The chronicle's set in the city of New Haven, Connecticut, and we run on the third Saturday of every month in Southington, Connecticut. Most of the credit for the stories told in my journals comes from the plots developed by the amazing storytellers who run my game. So the videos on my channel are basically an in-character video logs of the newly sired Ventrue Mike Bailey. They follow him from his days as a naive mortal, to his violent embrace during the Anarch Revolt in the City of London, and on to his arrival on the shores of New Haven. The journals show Mike trying to come to terms with his kindred nature, his powerful but impure blood, and his attempts to hide his past from other members of the court of Prince Lucius. So I put out updates every 2 weeks, and I love feedback and questions, so check out my channel, subscribe, and leave me a comment.